Hi everyone, I'm back to do a video, just a quick one. If this is a haul that I got a couple of things from Cheap Joe's, and I purchased, uh, uh, let me set my timer really quick because I obviously can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Um, I got a couple things from Cheap Joe, a couple tubes of paint, and I finally got my Faber-Castell Albert Durer watercolor markers. So I'll talk a little bit about those, and then I'm going to swatch one. And during the swatching, I'll do probably a couple, and then I'll fast forward through the rest, and then I'll come back and I'll give you my honest review, talk about them a little bit. This is the full 30 set, and then that'll be it. I hope this video will be really just quick, but I thought I would share a little bit of what I got. So the first thing is, let's talk about the paints that I got. Most of you who have been following me know that I like the Blue Stone from American Journey. All three of these paints are American Journey, so I did get the refill on that, which is a really lovely tealish green color. That has some granulation to it. Love it. And so when I was browsing through their online catalog, I also seen that they have an apricot and Pat's Coastal Blue, which is kind of like it's a really pale greenish gray color. So it's a very unique color. I don't know how else to describe it. I have not tested these. I did pour them the other day to some half pans. So we're going to try them here on camera. And my granddaughter's here in the room with me, so she's visiting with us. Okay, so the apricot is a very, very lovely peachy apricot-y color. It's less orangey, but it's a very nice fleshy color, I would say. So yes, oh, that's pretty. Yes. Oh yes, I like that. That's a very pretty color. Yeah, loving that.
Can I try to do one?
You want to swatch these, baby? Come on, here. Let me make sure you're in camera. Okay, let's move this over so making sure that you're in camera. Okay, so get this a little bit wet like that. Okay, put the brush in there and squish it around a little bit. Okay, not too much. And then put it on the paper. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty, yes, it looks exactly like it does in the pan. Oh, that's pretty. You like that color? I like that color. Yeah, so do I. Those are some really pretty colors. So if you like these, you can get these at Cheap Joe's online. I assume that both of these have white in them. Let's see. Non-staining, semi-opaque, yeah. So light fastness is very good. The apricot is suggested to be a flesh tone. PR 188, PBR 7, and PW 6. So yeah, it does have white in it. So the PR 188 is the naphthol red, and the PBR 7 is the burnt sienna. And then the PW6 is the titanium white. And then this one should be relatively the same. Also semi-opaque. This is a staining cool color. This one does not say if it's staining, I think. Let's see. The apricot is non-staining. But this one, this green gray, oh, this is such a pretty color. Can't wait to use it in a painting. PBR 7, so it's a natural iron oxide, and PB 36, which is cerulean blue. It doesn't have any white in it. That's very interesting. So yeah, this doesn't have white in it, but it's a very because it's semi-opaque and it's a neutral tone. I would say, but it's it's very, how do I want to say, you know, it's very close in nature to what am I trying to think of? I can't think of it. I can't think of what I'd want to say. But it seems like it's just strange that it doesn't have any wine in it. I would think that it would, but it doesn't. So that's good information for you to know. But I do like both of these colors. I like the consistency of American Journey paints. I don't think that they're made with honey necessarily. I haven't looked that up. They are very creamy paints. I will tell you that. They re-wet very, very well because I've been using the Blue Stone for a while now. And I'm very happy with it. So I do recommend American Journey paints. I like, you know, I'm a Daniel Smith and Mission Gold and M. Graham girl mostly, but I do have a few odds and ends in my palette. So, and this was one of them. So I'm glad I branched out and got a couple different unique colors that I didn't have in my palette. Yeah, I'm very happy with these. So if you're looking to add a couple different colors to your and some different paints to your palette, I do recommend American Journey. Now, price-wise, you know, they run comparable to other professional paints because these are professional grade paints. So, you know, there's that. So let's move on to some more fun stuff. Now, these markers, I will tell you, I haven't tried them before, but I do know of them, and other people have done reviews on them. I do know that they don't work really well on watercolor paper. Now, with that said, you can obviously mark up and use them on watercolor paper, but they don't blend out real well on watercolor paper. They kind of seep into the paper because watercolor paper, the nature of it is to allow the watercolor and that to soak in, and that's the nature of that paper because it's 100% cotton. These markers, they are watercolor markers. They're highly pigmented. They have highlight fast ratings, but the nature, they work on paper that is smoother or cellulose, so they lend themselves more to mixed media type work, which is what I was looking for. It gives me the freedom and the blendability of watercolor to work in my mixed media work, which I do quite often. And sometimes I want that, maybe that fine line. You know, I work on Yupo sometimes, Nara paper, which is the same as Yupo. This is actually a piece of Bristol paper, so it's very smooth. It'll work on here. It'll work on any cellulose watercolor paper. So if you are just starting out, and now these are kind of pricey, but they work really well. So, and that's kind of what I wanted them for. I wanted them to for my work on Yupo and that, because I don't do alcohol inks or alcohol markers of any type because I have an aversion to it. But I wanted something that had great color line, that was highlight fast rating, and great pigment load. And that's where when these came out, I was very excited because I knew that would fit into my bucket. It gives me everything that I want in one. They're watercolor in nature. Well, they're watercolor markers. They work well in mixed media, on mixed media work, on mixed media paper, or different papers that are not watercolor paper. Great pigment load, and you know, they'll work well on for what I want them for. Now, I know that I don't necessarily need to have light fast rating for work that I scan, But if somebody decides to buy an original piece, I want it to be archival and light fast. So I was looking for that. And when Faber-Castell brought these out, I was very, very excited because I've always loved their watercolor pencils. Their Albrecht Durer watercolor pencils. So when Faber-Castell came out with the Albrecht Durer markers, I was completely excited. I've been wanting them for a while, so I splurged a little bit. Not Jerry's. Dick Blick had them on sale, $35 cheaper than Amazon. I splurged a little bit, had to get them. Now's the time. We're gonna test them out. We're gonna swatch them and see these beauties in action. I do know that a couple other artists have swatched them or reviewed them on YouTube, so do check out other reviews and after you maybe have seen this video to get a full review before you plunge in. I am excited already. I did try one of the markers after the side before I prepared for the video because I was so excited. I had to see if it was really going to work in the way that I wanted it to, which they do. So without further ado, we're going to get started and get in there and swatch all these beautiful colors out. So we have this to see. So let me start with now this box comes, now they come in on different sets. You can get them, I think, maybe 10, 15, 20, and 30 sets, something like that. But just like with colored pencils and watercolor pencils and certain things that come in sets like these, while it's good to try those smaller sets, I'm also hesitant to get smaller sets because I know I'm going to get duplicates when I buy the full set. So keep that in mind. While there are smaller sets for, if you want to just try it, you're not sure, which is a great thing to have. Just know that if you buy the 10 set and then you decide you like them and you want the 30 set, everything you bought in the 10 set, you're going to get again in the 30 set. Okay, and that works the same with pencils, sets, and that kind of thing. Usually, most things, I've seen they're starting to do this more and more, but a lot of times you don't find where you can, get them in single form, or, you're going to get duplicates when you buy those larger sets. So they come in when you buy this set, and I'm assuming maybe if you buy, what is this? Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So if you buy the 10 set, you're probably going to get just the one tray, and probably you're going to get like maybe a base sorted of like your blue. And let's see, they have these are the colors. So you probably get a blue, a black, a red, a yellow, green, probably a couple neutrals in there, maybe a gray. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing that, they'll probably give you a couple of the normal, usual colors you get in base sets. But these trays are a little nifty. You can pull them right out and keep them like that. So I'm going to mark them in the order that they came, starting from the back going forward. So I've got 30 stamps that I use a little stamp out here, and I'm going to color in, and we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to use a little brush to water them down so we can see how they blend out, and we'll go from there. So I'll do a couple, and then like I said, I'll fast forward the rest of it, so you don't have to sit here through the whole swatching. But let's do that. Let's start with we'll do this yellow. Now they have these numbers on these. It's strange. It might mean that they may come out with some more colors in the future. And that's just an assumption on my part, because like this one, it starts at 107 and then it goes to 109, but then it jumps to 132. It jumps around in numbers. We got 118 here, 113. So there's not a full scope of, you know, like 100 through 130 per se. So it might be that they may come out with some more colors in the future, which would be great if it's necessary. You know, this box of 30 really has a full range of colors. But maybe they'll come out with some metallics, which would be nice. I think that that may be the only thing that we're missing here. Yeah, I don't see any metallics in this set. But who knows? But they might be able to come out with some more colors, because, you know, in marker form, you know, it's hard to, it's not that it's hard. And you can blend these, but it's easier if you already have the color you're looking for without trying to mix your colors, right? Or blend them to get the color you want. Now these come with two different tips. You get the brush tip and the bullet tip. So I'm going to just go with the soft brush tip a little bit here in the corner. This color is 107 cadmium yellow. So it's really a lemon yellow. So it blends out really nice. And you can go in when these are wet and put down some more color if you want. So that's nice. And still, as long as you're on something smooth, it'll move around and blend, and yeah. So let's do another one. Let's jump up here in colors. So 2, 4, 5. Let's do this orangey one. So that's what 5 down. Okay, hold on, baby. Let me do a couple. This one for them, okay? And then I'll let you do one, okay? This is 5. Let's just come in here. Too much water, but then just blend it out. Nice. Make sure you guys are seeing this, okay? And then if I want, I could come in with drop my markers. I could come in and drop my markers, but I could come in and put some more color here. And then just blend it out. Oh, yeah, these are nice and creamy, like blending. I like that. They're gonna go really nice with journal work and painted work. I can't wait to use these on a piece of UFO. So this is what, 5? This is number 10. So let's go for this bright purple at the end here. Oh, that color, by the way, was 113 Orange Glaze. Some of these have some unique names. This one is 136 Purple Violet. Okay, so let's see. That's. Uh-oh, did I put that? I did put that. I did put that out of order. So let's move that around. Yep, it's okay. So let's put that here. I have enough. Uh-oh, did we swatch? Let's see, there's 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Yeah, we did do enough swatching. So, fine. Let's do a little bit of purple here. Show these folks what this purple. It's nice and vibrant. I will say they do have a nice high pigment load. They do on a nice smooth surface blend out really, really well. So these will work really nice on UPO. If you have a gessoed background you want to use them on, if you want to use them in your journal, definitely some lovely, lovely markers. I'm not sure if you're getting true color. It looks good in the camera, but it's very vibrant in person. Okay, baby, you want to do one? All right, so we're going to do the one next to the purple. Okay, I'm going to let my granddaughter do one, and then we'll go ahead and do the fast forward after that. Okay, so wait, let's see. This one is called middle purple pink, number 125. Okay, now don't press too hard, okay? Don't press too hard. You're going to do this little heart right here. Just let me tell you, do a little bit on this, just the top inside the heart. Keep it inside the heart, okay? Do a little bit more. Do a little bit more. Keep it inside, and then inside on this side. Good job. Okay, now here, put the cap back on. Put that right there. Okay. Now a little bit of water. Remember, we get our water and then we chip it off, and then keep it inside the heart. Okay. Good job. Bring it down. You gotta blend it and bring it down. Fill the whole heart up. Water that down. There we go. See how we bring that color down and over? Put a little bit more. Because you gotta learn not to push the pigment. You gotta, here, I'll show you. Let's put that on there. I don't know if we scratched the paper now. Okay, that's okay. If we did, it's okay if you did. Here we go. A little bit better. But you gotta bring it down. Look, Grandma, see, there we go. A little bit better. We did scratch the paper there a little bit, but that's okay. So see? See? All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and do the rest in fast forward mode. Thank you, Melody. And say hello to everyone. And you'll see the rest of it, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about it, okay? All right, see you guys in a bit. Hi guys. Okay, I'm back. So here is my last thoughts after swatching. So I like them. They're wonderful. High pigment load. They blend out very well. I love the Albrecht Durer watercolor pencils. So, you know, I don't have a lot of Faber-Castell products in my studio, but a few years ago, I bought the watercolor pencils because they were highly recommended, and I loved them. So when they came out with the markers, I was all gung ho, and I couldn't wait to get them, and they were right up my alley. They had all, like I said, they checked all the boxes in my book that I was looking for. You know, there's a lot of watercolor markers out there. Well, not a lot. There's, you know, there's there's a few of them out there, you know, that don't have some of the qualities that these do. You know, they don't have the light fastness, or they're not, you know, they don't have, you know, maybe they're dye based. They don't, you know, they don't have the archivability. These are artist watercolor markers, so I'm very pleased with these. I'm pleased with the maker. Like I said, I'm very used to their pencils, so I'm very happy with this purchase. You did see me struggle with one of the caps on the gray markers. And it fits on there, it goes on there, it stays on there, but it just doesn't have that snap, the hard snap as the other ones. It doesn't come off when I hold it upside down or anything like that. It just didn't have that hard snap, so it threw me off a little bit. So you saw that in the video. But other than that, no complaints about the packaging. It's easy to get in and out of. It's wonderful. I don't think I have any problems with that. You know, again, this is just an initial review. I do, you know, recommend that, you know, don't take my word for it. You know, either buy a small set or look at some other reviews. I love the range of colors. I would recommend them if you're looking to do some professional work with the use of some markers in play, right? But if you're just a crafter or that, and you're just looking for something else, there might be other products out there that maybe that you're looking to spend your money on. Now, I will say that there are some, there's a couple other markers out on the market that if you get the full set, or you're looking to purchase the full set, they're in the same price range for the full set. And these, I feel, because of the light fastness and the quality, are better in my book. Maybe they don't have as many colors right now, but for me, this was the better buy. So I would recommend these. I did do some tests that I didn't get on camera, so I do apologize for that. When I originally swatched the black, I thought it was a little light, but again, I'm not a person that typically goes for black. But I re-swatched it again here, and you do see you can get the darker load. So I must have watered this one down too much. I did test a blending. I took the blue and the yellow, and it did make a nice green. Not that this set doesn't have some beautiful greens in it, but you know, I did see how they blended together. So that was really nice. I did a blend out test to see how far it would go. So it did go all the way down the page here. It did give me that. And it was still going when all the way down here. You could still see it. I don't know if you're getting it on camera, but you can still see that it would have still been giving me that lighter pink coming further down had I had more paper. So, you know, you do get the pigment load in there. So I do recommend them. I also, again, recommend the American Journey paints. Maybe not all of them, but the 3 colors I do have, I do recommend those as well. So take it for what it's worth. Maybe check out some other reviews on YouTube. See if this is something that up your alley. If you ask me, I did great. I am happy. And you will see these in projects. Okay, that's it for now. I will sign off and gotta go. Love ya. Be safe. Be healthy. And stay artsy, my friends. I love you all. Bye.